there's no place like it. The lake is the heart of New Hampshire.
Not just a lake, the lake. Lake Winnipesaukee, a spot exploding with growth around the largest body of water in New Hampshire.
It's the lifeblood of the tourism for the state.
That's David Emerson of Emerson Aviation. He's lived here his entire life.
You're able to be one with nature and enjoy life, the quality of life that you can have here.
A quality of life that may be changing a bit due to our changing climate.
How important is weather to what we do here?
Right, so I mean, obviously it's everything.
From boating in the summer to ice fishing and pond hockey in the winter.
We're at the mercy of Mother Nature when it comes to the big lake to do those types of activities.
To assist some of those winter pastimes, since the 1970s, Dave and his father before him have been flying over the lake to spot ice growth.
When we start seeing temperatures start falling below freezing, we'll be getting up there and looking at the ice. Yeah, ice in, like I say, is the lake is completely frozen, and the Broads, which is the widest, deepest point of the lake, is where it freezes last.
On the other hand, you may think the end of the season, ice out, would be when the lake is free from ice, but that's not correct. It's actually when the vessel Mount Washington can navigate to all 5 of its ports of call: Wolfboro, Meredith, Weirs Beach, Alton Bay, and Center Harbor, completely free of ice.
Mid to third week of April is normal ice out, but we've had, in recent years, within a decade, of some early records. You have thinner ice those years, mild winters, then we don't have the ice buildup.
Emerson, by flying over the frozen lake, helps to maintain a data set for Lake Winnipesaukie's ice out that dates back to 1888. Over that time, the average ice out date has jumped an impressive 9 days, from April 23rd to April 14th. Possibly even more impressive, 6 of the top 10 earliest ice out dates have occurred in the last 20 years or so, the earliest ice out date being March 19th, 2016. Later freezing, earlier melting. That's tough for people who live for this time on the lake.
We're reminded why hockey's played indoors now.
That's Scott Crowder, commissioner of the Pond Hockey Classic. The tournament is usually held early February on the lake. This also happens to be around the same time as some of the latest ice-in dates in recent years.
We've been hosting this event since 2010, and every year it's a battle. Sometimes it's too cold and we'll take that, but other years it's too warm. So we're always kind of coming up to the 11th hour of making a call of, is it safe? Can we get crews out there?
Crowder and his team take incredible care to make sure the ice is in good shape, like snow blowing over 14 acres.
Once the snow's off of it, we're more confident that we can start to build really good ice. And then if we need to, we actually drill holes in the ice and pump water from Lake Winnipesaukee back on top of it to resurface it. So we'll be out here with crews.
So that's the Zamboni?
That's the Zamboni, yes,
Okay.
yes.
This year's Classic didn't have to worry about weak ice. Temperatures on the lake were well below zero, February 3rd and 4th, and wind chill warnings were posted for 50 below. But just a week later, the Ice Fishing Derby had to move their carnival-like atmosphere off the lake due to melting ice from temperatures soaring into the 50s.
The rest of the state froze over. Meredith Bay, sadly, did not fare as well. It did freeze over, but it was never really deemed safe.
How important is weather when it comes to planning your event? And it's number one.
Number one.
Wow.
Yep, it's extremely important for us.
So being out on the lake, like, what sort of joy does this bring to you guys?
Oh, it's freedom.
Freedom on the lake and above.
Oh, we'll start to see ice forming in these coves here, these protected coves in this area like this.
While Dave is flying us around the lake,
This is where we end up with all the ice in the wintertime, most likely.
the beauty very evident.
This is Weirs Beach down here.
With winter being New England's fastest changing season, it's clear that adaptation may be necessary. Pucks will still drop and lines will still be cast, just even more so on Mother Nature's time frame. And of course, with a bird's eye view of all these changes, Dave and his airplane.
Does flying over the lake still have that same beauty to you?
Yeah. I being in the military, I've been all over the world. New Hampshire is nothing like it.
High above Lake Winnipesaukee, meteorologist Jacob Wycoff, WBZ News.